Start streaming. Hello. Alright. Mr. Cranky.
Hello. That is me. Great start.
And so anyways. Why does it take your whole team so long? This is laughable. What happens? You slip. Joe, wait, my game tapped out. God damn it. I hate my computer. You slip.
I don't even know how I did.
Joe
like, I was
slips.
so lost.
Then Leroy goes to taxi you and he slips. Alright, now you guys are ready. This took 13 seconds. It should take 3. It should take 3 seconds for you guys to be in this position. But you're here. You've made it. This is a free kill. This is a completely free kill. Maybe not literally, but you can force out like all of her cooldowns. Now it's completely free. Alright, let's watch this from... Whew. Alright. What are our thoughts on that?
Oh, the target focus was all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Alright, let's start from here. My first comment is, unless you guys are waiting for cooldowns, which you're not, you have shout. You don't need amp. You don't need to wait here as long as you do. Right? So, right, you're focusing out the queen, you pressure her out, that's great. Your team's ready. You are all stacked in this corner. Where the fuck is... Oh, okay, yeah, you're all stacked in this corner. You can just go. Like, you can just go for the TP. You sit around for like 5 seconds. In that 5 seconds is enough time for this Hanzo to realize, like, he shouldn't be here. This Hanzo should have rotated within this time frame. Like, if he was sitting right here, this is just so free, and it's also safe. Hanzo is really bad. The TP itself, like, I love this execution. Right? It's just, you TP on top of him and there's nothing he can do. And then you wait for the TP cooldown and you do the exact same thing. You pull the TP out and you go. It's just, like, those are just 2 free kills because of your sim TPs. Even though you probably did, like 50 damage total between the 2 kills, like, you carried both of those kills. From this point on, it becomes really sloppy. Like, as you said, the target focus is everywhere. I mean, the turret placements, like, it's good that you're getting them out, but you could put them in better spots. You throw one here, maybe throw in here, maybe you put them, like, up on the wall, whatever. But then, yeah, the actual target focus, like, this queen should not be able to live. you did a whole lot of nothing during this. Like, as soon as that soldier died, you started doing a whole lot of nothing. Soldier's dead. Right. Those turrets do nothing. The first two just were instantly broken, and then... yeah, it did like 12 damage. And then... you feel just super lost. I don't know what comms are like. That may...
Oh, the comms, trust me, I had no idea. It was all just mumble.
Okay.
Like, I will tell you straight up, the comms were fucking everywhere.
Look at, you see the arrow around your character, right? You literally spin in a circle. After the soldier dies, you spin in a circle like twice. Alright, you're shooting soldier, he dies. This is you throwing down the turrets. You look at JQ. You look back at Kiri. You look at their backline. You're looking back at JQ. All the while, you're standing in like this area, which Hanzo easily could have killed you. And like you are exposed to everything and not shooting anyone. Alright. And then eventually she survives. It happens. It's fine. At this point, you have a full beam. The tank should not be your focus anymore. You can evaporate their, like, all of their squishies.
Can't do that alone, though.
No, you can't. But your queen has shout. You have both supports alive. You don't have to do it alone. You just, like, you know how Joe always asks for, like, shout whenever he has blade? Like, hey, can you shout me in here? Like, same thing. Just say, can we, like, shout on their backline? And then you, at a full charge beam, just erase a Hanzo. A lot of this focus is going onto the Junker Queen, and the Junker Queen is just getting double pocketed by an Ana and Kiriko. Like, you know the meme about, you know, don't shoot the tank because they won't die? Right? I reference that all the time. And it's situational. There are situations where you can kill a tank. And there are support lines where you can kill a tank through their healing. This isn't really one of them. If you have your Bastion turret, absolutely killable. But you're not going in with a Bastion coordinated engage. And both of their supports are just AFK healing pocketing their Junker Queen. The other thing you can look to do is with this window out, you can look for right clicks on their backline. That way you don't have to go like a full engage onto them, but you can one-shot any 200 HP target if you shoot a right click through a window. It's hilariously powerful. I don't know why it does so much damage, but 100 damage times 2 is gonna do that.
Oh, this when Jack left.
Oh, I see. I was like, why the fuck are you guys... It took them so long to pause.
I was pissed. I was so mad.
Like, this downtime can be sped up. If you speed... Like, again, I say this a lot. Like, time is one of the biggest resources in Overwatch. This is just... What's the timer right now? 1:33. Oh, why the fuck does Joe fall?
That's what I...
What
like,
the fuck? This is
what's
twice!
it called? It's like, I want to go fast, personally, but in the back of my mind, the reason why I don't is because I make sure everybody's with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I could just TP right away and go on that Hanzo in the beginning, I would. But I have to, like, make sure everybody understands what the plan is, because I remember when we swapped the match... I'm not, like, calling out anyone, I'm just saying what happened. Like, for example, like, I said... Maybe it was on me because of the way I explained it, but I was like, yo, if they're on the choke, which is like the gate, right? Like where I'm
Like
walking
here,
right now,
here,
right? Yeah. If they're there, we do what we did. Like we TP top of the hotel from spawn around.
Yep,
If
yep,
they're
yep.
not there, we do the typical statue. And during the quick play match that got ended early, 50% of the people knew that, 50% didn't.
Hold up. Let me pull that.
It's like situations like that that make me halt and make sure everybody understands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
That's why I'm not fast, because I make sure people understand, like, yo, we're going and we're doing this. Which sucks, because like I do want to go fast. I do know it's how I'm playing is not right. But I'm not trying to make it sound like an excuse either, but
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
it's definitely hard. It's definitely a really that's the one thing I hate about Sim. She's definitely like a team.
Nobody fucking. Your team is clueless. Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
do you
watch
understand?
this.
Do you understand what I mean by that? Because maybe
Yeah.
it was me if nobody understood it.
No, I know what you're saying. I think as
Because
a
I said if
default,
they're at the choke, we TP top right.
I think as a default, you can honestly just do this DP because like this positioning is a lot easier to work with, and you can always choose to drop. You can't always choose to just come up here. Like,
What do you mean, like
if
TP
I'm a junker
up there
queen,
or just
no,
walk up there?
If so, two scenarios, right? You TP up here, and I'm junker queen. I can now choose and make the decision. Oh, I don't want to be up here. I can just drop. If I'm a junker queen and I don't have that TP and I'm sitting down here, if I want to get up there, I have to walk all the way around the staircase, right? I can't just drop. That's the power of high ground, right? You can just instantly not be on high ground. Whereas if you're on low ground, you have to, go on a roundabout path to get to that high ground. Like, honestly, I would probably just default to that pathing. Just because you can, I don't know if you knew this, you can clear this gap with a Lucio speed amp.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think nobody on your team really knew that. So two things. What? How the fuck? Why is Joe here? What the fuck is going on? Alright, so first, Joe misses the TP. And then he goes 1v3 and drops. Again, this is the power of the high ground. If Joe is up here still, he could just hide. If he's on low ground, the Ryan can just walk on him. This is just very dumb. But yeah, like as far as this gap goes, you can just speed amp over it. I mean, you can also literally just drop and make this rotation if you want to save your teleport. Like, you could drop and make that rotation, and then, like, maybe from here you could teleport. I don't know, like, say you teleport onto the Soldier Bastion in this scenario. It's, possibilities to think about. Wait, does Sim still heal off of shield damage?
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing.
What the fuck? I love that TP. I think this is the end. Maybe you get another fight.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. That's when we all just paused, because that's when you put the message.
Yeah.
And all of us were like, shit.
Lovely. All right, back to the real map. All right, we've watched most of this already. Target focus, poo poo. You die. Alright. Oh, Jack DCs. Right. Alright, here we are. I mean, this is a small thing. During this transition here, like, this walking path, like, you might as well shoot back. Like, you can just walk and fire a right click. It's just... And this is when Joe fell, because you guys have a perpetual habit of holding S when you walk through a teleporter. I like the sim wall a lot. Maybe the sim wall could have been a little more forward to, like, although honestly I think it's really good how it is. The reason I say it maybe could be a little more forward is just so you can contest the space a little better, like right here where my camera is. But the obvious downside of that is that if they flank, the shield doesn't do as much. So honestly, I think the sim wall is really good. And then they C9. Yippee. I remember this. I don't like this. Like, it's fine, but this is when like, we talked about this a little bit after the match, I think. Like, my biggest problem here is just that you don't have any objective control, like, this whole time. I think at the very least you just send your Lucio down to push the payload up to, like, here, and that's like 5 seconds worth of objective time that you just get for free. I don't even know if you win the fight. Oh, did he have beat? That beat was so late. He's asleep. No, that beat is still late. That beat is still way too late. Like, as soon as he rushes, this visor is out. A rush visor is gonna erase your whole team. And you fall over. Your only chance is if you, like, get into this cover, but you trip on a staircase. Fair enough. This is a great example of where, like, you know, just one of those mid-fight teleporters can be super powerful, right? When this Junker Queen is nailed and running at you, if you just put a teleporter, like, I don't know, like over here or back here, all you have to do is stand on the teleporter and the queen can't kill you. Because if she runs at you, you just press the interact button, and now you're all the way over here and she can't fight you again. Right? Like, if you just drop this down, you'll be totally fine. You end up surviving because, like, a lamp or something.
I'm training her like a COD zombie, so.
Yeah. The only problem is it's a Verruct COD zombie because she's faster than you when she's nanoed and shouting.
That's crazy. teaching me sim like COD zombies.
Yeah, well, it works. It works.
Yeah. Okay, this sucked. This actually sucked.
Where's she?
No, that sucked.
I bet it was. Ah, shit. I bet it was really well aimed at you. Yeah, no, she was aiming for you.
Yeah,
Clearly.
sure.
Clearly. Do you get like headshot or something?
Yeah, I do. Like the second I get up.
That's sounds like a you problem, man.
Yeah. When I was asleep, I had a feeling the Hanzo was gonna hit that, and I was like very hesitant to call for lamp, but I felt like it was more important if like they saved it for the actual fight.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Okay. I don't like how close you get to this queen. Just you're playing in a super dangerous range. You can stop running at her, like right now. You can keep this distance more or less and hit her with your beam, but you're totally safe from like her axe swings. If she wasn't awful, you would have gotten hit by that. And obviously, you guys are winning this fight, but like that, a single axe swing can be the difference between winning and losing. All right. Do you guys full cap? I don't remember.
Yeah, we do. In overtime.
Right. They. I don't know what happened. Someone starts trolling or someone starts popping off or something.
I hated this wall.
I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm thinking of a different wall.
I wanted to like move it more, but like for some reason the wall kept on staying. Like you could see it like locks on that pillar. I don't know why, but it like just locked on that, and I was like, all right, I guess.
I mean, I think this might just be like a bit of a visual thing. I mean, yeah, no, it's not locked on anything. You just place it this way. Yeah.
I don't know. I was
like,
looking as if it was that.
It's hard to see just because you're so close to it. Like slight change, like right here, slight mouse changes aren't going because it's such a. It's like 2 inches of the wall. Half a degree of change on a 2-inch this close, like you won't notice any movement. But at this point, like you're walking around this corner, you have complete sight lines of where you're putting it. This is simply aimed at this location. But yeah, as far as the wall goes, it's okay, right? Because like it gives you complete control of this area. Like anybody over here is just out of the fight. The way I would want it just to be a little bit improved is, I think I've talked about this wall, like this exact wall before, but aim it like right at this corner.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
Yeah, if you throw it right here, right, it separates the map into like 4, maybe 5, 4 different locations, right? You have this side of the wall, then you have this side of the wall, then you have this side of the wall, and then you have this side of the wall again. So every time you can push them back and gain like massive map control with a single sim wall. And I think there's a scenario, maybe it's a different map, maybe it was a scrim or something, I don't know. But like you had a sim wall and it went like all the way back here, and the enemy team was like forced back into this corner, and they were all stuck behind the sim wall, and it was like just gave you guys complete control. That kill is very large. This is one of those times where like I feel like you can still be putting out pressure. Like you're a sim, so you have some ranged poke, and you also have a little bit of like self-sustain with the nature of your shield. Nobody on their team is going to kill you, right? They don't have that Hanzo anymore. They don't have any like serious threat. You're not gonna get dove by a tracer. You could sit here and keep launching right clicks. If you get shot by the Ana twice, you just hide. If like the soldier helix rockets you, whatever, you hide. Like if you have any threat, you run away. But there is no threat. You can hold this position right now and just keep putting out some pressure. Like literally, if you hit a right click on this Kiriko, she would have died. And I don't know what the next fight happens. I don't know how it goes, but killing the Kiriko right then could be fight changing. It like backing up is okay. It's the safe play. But you can be safe while still getting value. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's really tough. Solid. If anything else, something I would just critique you on is like ammo management. It's something a lot of times you would hear about like on a tracer or someone who has like a really quickly depleted clip. But like if you're not shooting at someone, don't shoot. Right? Like watch what you're aiming at. Right? You're shooting Kiriko, it's fine. Right now you're not shooting at anyone. And you're just wasting ammo. You waste like 10 bullets. It's small, doesn't mean much, right? Right now, you're not shooting at anyone, and you waste another like 15 shots. It could not matter. You finish this queen off with literally 0 bullets in your mag. If she had any bit more healing, she lives right now. And you have to reload. Like those small things, right? This is something I talked with Sean a lot recently too. It's just like ammo management.
We're in for a smooth ride, right?
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I don't like this fight. Wow, I don't like this at all. I really didn't like that. Not just from you, but from like everyone. Right, the wall comes out. It's an R8 wall. What's the problem with it?
We're not there for it.
You guys aren't like actively ready for the wall. I'm sure that this is something Joe has communicated, that he's looking for this wall. And like you see where he's positioned, right? He's looking at the choke.
Yeah. I can't poke that. That's the only thing. Like I can't peek that. That's why I was like that's why I hide behind the statue a lot.
Yeah, you don't need to peek it. You don't need to like be dealing damage right now. What you need to be doing, you need to be ready to do damage right now. And this distance between where you are right now and where I am is significant. This wall comes out, you go turret, she dies. You're over here. This is, I mean, you'll obviously see it, right? That's like 3 seconds before you're ready to engage, and the queen is able to shout and get the cover. If you're here, you'll be ready to deal damage. And the thing that is added on top of that, but an extra reason of why being late is so bad is because by the time you get to a point where you can pressure out this Junker Queen, they break the wall. And now you're exposed to an angle. And it is what kills you, right? You're so late, you can't shoot the Queen. Now you still want to get value out of your turret because you're in it, but you can't do anything. Like, really, on Bastion, in these, like, in the build-up of a fight, you really don't need to be doing much. The most important thing is you need to be prepared. You need to be ready for when that wall comes up. Because if you're not ready, Joe's wall gets significantly less value, and your turret gets a lot less value. Because every second that goes by after a Mei wall is used, it's more likely for their team to, follow up and save their teammate. All right, what do we think about that turret?
I didn't like it.
All right, why? What's wrong with it?
I was wide open.
Yeah. You swing really wide here, right? You got the bubble, right? So you can be aggressive and confident. But their whole team is counter swinging you. This is why comboing turret with a Mei wall is so powerful, right? What if I don't know, what if there's a Mei wall here? Now all of a sudden their DPS are split off and you can destroy their backline. Or you can come around this way and they can't run away from you. Also, the Mei wall separates damage incoming, right? So the Sojourn and Soldier couldn't shoot back at you. But you have to push really aggressively to try and get any value with that. Now I have a feeling a Mei wall's gonna come. Never mind. This is another point where, like, the window itself from Sean is fine. I assume. Yeah, no, this is a great window. This is something, though. If you press tab and see your Baptiste has window, you want to be ready to, like, you want to be ready with your Bap. In an ideal world, you can just, like, combo the same way a Reinhardt combos, right? 3, 2, 1 fire strike. A similar idea. You do that with your grenade, and you can do that with your turret. You just erase the enemy. With Baptiste, a lot of times they're just, like, improved, like, kind of, holy shit. A lot of windows are just, like, spur of the moment. But if you're in a position where you can go for it, it's gonna get a lot more value. Yeah, I think you just get greedy there. Oh, this is it. Oh, that's so crazy. I was watching that from Jack's perspective this whole time.
No, we played that really well.
Yeah,
that was like really well.
At this point, Leroy lives long enough to heal Jack a little bit. Jack is able to live long enough for Sean to get back. Sean is able to keep Jack alive. And then Fat Grab.
I just find it funny how the Zarya walked into it. Like, she wasn't even a part of it. Like, she just walks in, and I was like, what?
I mean, we take those. We're not gonna complain about free tank kills.
Never. Was that a 4K or a 5K? Can't remember.
I think you killed 3 with turret, and then 1 with, or 3 with artillery, and then 1 with the turret afterwards.
Gotcha.
Oh, the lamp saves their Sojourn. How does the lamp save Sojourn but no one else?
Does she slide or something?
She's just
That's crazy.
barely outside of it.
This ends now.
That's crazy. And then she completely wastes her ult. Well, only kinda. No, definitely wastes. Alright, next fight.
She tried to get a clip.
Let me ask you, because I want everyone to be smarter at Overwatch. What's your team's biggest tool to win this next fight?
On a wall engage.
I would say no. I'd say that's a big
Blizz.
tool. Yeah, Blizzard, absolutely. So how I don't know how much Mei you play, but you've played with a Mei plenty in scrims and stuff. How would you want to use the Blizzard in this situation? How would you want to play with the Blizzard? Like, would you want the Blizzard to be thrown out here and you guys run into him? You want to play back, let them walk into the Blizzard and use it defensively? Just use it for objective control? Like, what are your thoughts?
I don't know, probably like when they engage, not so much offensive. Unless like it's free, then
Yeah. Okay.
do it
Yeah.
offensive. But I'd say more defensively if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's totally fine. I just, want people thinking. It's a totally fine answer. This is perfectly free. Oh, drop your Mei wall! Yeah, Zarya would die if he dropped his Mei wall. God, I hate Joe so much. Well, she still dies. But the point that I was getting towards, as far as the Blizzard goes, is like you want to be prepared for when the Blizzard comes out. And in this scenario, you end up being totally prepared, right? You're in turret form, and you can burn the frozen target. Easy. Free fight win. Tank is dead. Bastion mirror. I was actually like kind of big brain. Yeah, you're not living this fight. They came at you with rush, visor, grab.
Thought we nah, just another artillery would solo them.
Well, let me ask you. You do a perfect ult track, and Leroy says they have rush, grab, and visor. How does your team survive? How does your team win this fight?
Beat.
I need so many more details.
Beat in a prayer.
Beat in a prayer. What? All right. So what does the enemy team do? There.
They
What do
kind
they
of
do?
go. They go fast. They go fast on us.
Rush visor comes in, and you guys trade it with the sound barrier. Joe dies.
I was looking for a wall opportunity. Wallable. Oh god, wallable, oh god. Wallable.
Oh wait, Joe. I don't know if you were here when I was saying this.
Oh what?
Watch.
Is this the Maywall? Drop the Maywall or whatever?
Yeah, drop the Mei wall. Right. This is great.
I mean, at first I dropped the Maywall too early, and now I'm not dropping it at all.
I like.
So I was gonna find a perfect median, I guess.
As soon as the Mei wall is not getting value, drop it, cause
Oh, yeah.
it's getting negative value. The wall here. Right, well, watch it one more time. Watch it from Jason's perspective. This is a great wall. Zarya is completely isolated. It could be marginally better because the Zarya is able to slip around, but it's fine. And then the Blizzard is great. It's a great Blizzard. But because you don't drop your wall, it's only separating your Bastion from the enemy team. In that, Zarya nearly could have lived. Alright. They come in with Rush Visor. Here's an option. They come at you with Rush Visor. Come over here. Just
Disengage, give a check.
simply speed out. Give a tick and a half. Save your ult, and then re-engage. You'll like save that sound barrier and re-engage. If you re-engage with the sound barrier with a Mei Bastion with a bubble, super winnable. The biggest threat is going to be grab still, but you are gonna maybe be able to survive it with the sound barrier. Sound barrier is what?
It should also have lamp too.
Yeah, exactly. Sound barrier though is not enough to survive 3 ults at once. Legends tell me he's cranky with it. So let's observe. Ah! Joe! I don't know if this was communicated. If it's not communicated by Sean, then I mean like I don't hate it as much.
I mean,
Okay, no, I don't hate this wall. I don't hate this wall. I take it back. The wall wasn't good, but it was almost massive. You're just aiming too close to them. This has been a small mistake for a long time. There is no need to get a pixel perfect Mei wall here. You can put the wall here, and the Zarya is still gonna die, and it will still be a fight winning Mei wall. Getting a pixel perfect Mei wall is so unimportant. You take your time and line it up. I'm glad that you drop it, because we window.
I was can't see shit because of the fire.
What?
And I placed in a wall.
Oh,
I also can't see shit because of the second fire.
Yeah. I just had to turn him up. So I really like that main wall. Big brain.
They call me Sage from Valorant.
No, that wall at the end when they use Sim and you block that hole, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen, Joe. I swear to God, I was dying. I was like, dude, they are mauling right now. But that's not the end. That's like the end. I love that wall though. I was laughing so hard inside.
That's why I love playing May. Control bit.
I don't know if you guys
That was
noticed.
like
Did you see
that
that?
was really perfect.
That was the exact like textbook way you guys need to play this. Right? Watch what happens. You guys do well. You survive and bait out their turret for him, and then Joe hits a wall. Bastion is completely isolated. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I assumed that their Baptiste was on the other side of this wall because he doesn't use lamp. But,
you would think
regardless,
that's,
Damn, what a late lamp.
but like regardless, this is like a just on paper perfect execution. The Mei wall comes out and the person falls over it, just like that. Every time, free fight wins. Yo, Sean won.
Dude, only shield gets like out like twice.
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
I
cap.
remember.
I'm not even gonna fucking cap. I think the next fight, in my opinion, was probably the best executed fight plan we've ever had in the history of UHeart.
Do you remember what
Overwatch.
the plan was?
So we wanted to grab artillery. However, we had a backup plan where we would do Blizz if necessary. And that alternative became I died early, so we grabbed Blizzard instead. And I was so happy that we executed that so perfectly. That was like the best fight we've ever had, in my opinion, like plan-wise.
Oh.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's actually fucking beautiful. It's fucking mint.
Yeah. Could you have won this with just a blizzard? Or with just a grab, rather?
Oh, I'm sure.
Wait, did I-
Maybe, but...
Yeah, I just want to see this.
Yeah, Blizz kind of late, not gonna lie.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think the
I
blizzard
like-
was late.
I like the Blizz though, because by the time grab was done, they're running back, so the Blizz kind of just like guarantees the kills. I liked
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck that Zarya. Yeah, wait.
Damn, wait, hold on, look at Joe. Look at Joe. Weave. Bro, she thinks she Air Jordan, bro. What the fuck is this shit? Jordan never
Actually,
did that
she can't-
move.
She can't get out. Oh, this is so funny. This is actually massive and a little unlucky and a little bad.
Did
Watch what hap-
did the
watch what
payload
happens.
break?
Yeah, the payload breaks like all of the Mei wall,
Except for the one that she's stuck on.
but it only breaks it all because you aren't close enough to the objective. If you were standing here, this Mei wall stays up because you can test the objective and the payload doesn't move. If you stay here, these don't break. and now the Zarya continues to be isolated until now. Like when that ice wall breaks is when that Zarya would finally have been freed. But all right, Grav comes out. It's massive. You don't have Bastion to follow up though. I think the Blizzard is very much needed because you didn't have the follow up damage to capitalize on the Blizzard or on the Grav. Could you have saved Grav and Blizzarded instead? Probably not, to be honest. You probably needed both. Just based on how the situation was. Because they still had their bubbles. They still had lamp. And
I think in the context of like we need grab wasn't like necessary, but the fight plan was grab.
Yeah,
So, like it was kind of used, and then Jason just happened to die, so I got really unlucky.
yeah.
But
I
then,
think the grab Blizzard backup was really. I think that was really mandatory.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It guaranteed all those kills. Like literally, if you didn't
it was
Blizzard
a
Joe,
crazy.
they would all run back to spawn before we even got there, or even y'all got there because I was dead.
Yeah, I think Grav Blizzard. I wouldn't stack Grav and Blizzard. And I like exactly how you do it is in this VOD is how I would want it done. Because Grav,
I think it's more of like, would you say it's more of like an emergency?
like Grav and Blizzard are two of the most powerful ults in the game. Stacking them at the same time, it can be like a guaranteed fight win. Like right when Jack had like a 5-man Grav right here, you can then freeze all of them, and they just can't fight back, and you win for free, right? The thing is, since they are both individually so powerful, the way you guys execute it with like using one and then using the other is it forces all of their cooldowns get forced with the Grav. The lamp, their bubbles, they probably use like shift or amp or like whatever. So then they have nothing to survive the Blizzard. What I would say
Is
though,
that why they're like Grab didn't like use lamp when I Blizzarded? Is that
yeah,
what
they
happened?
didn't use lamp because they used lamp on Jack's Grav. Exactly. Here, let me
I didn't realize.
back up to it. Grav comes out. There's the lamp. There's a bubble.
Oh.
Let's look at their
I think
cooldowns.
they break it.
0 bubbles. Artillery is activated already. Soldier is far away. No shift, no lamp. He's amping right now. Blizzard comes out. He has no amp anymore. He gets the shift off. Soldier is way too close. Bastion has no cooldowns. Zarya still doesn't have bubbles. Yeah. I would say though, what like this is good. This is well executed. In an ideal scenario, going into that fight, like there are other ults that you can combo with the Grav. Like there are other tools you can, but you didn't have those tools. So the way you guys played it was really good.
Word. Dude, these guys are so weird. Like, I think the stupidest rotations with the stupidest heroes.
I'm gonna be so
This
dead
is the
ass.
same stuff.
I think this. No. I think when they tried out
Like, what are you
Sim.
doing?
No. I think when they tried out Sim, I'm gonna be straight up. I feel like they've never actually done it.
Probably.
I feel like this was like their most like limited approach to trying to counter us. Like their last ditch effort was to attempt this.
This is the problem.
Bro, what the hell?
The sim isn't the issue.
Oh
The-
no, I know.
The
I'm just saying the
execution,
execution.
like their execution is piss poor. Like Zarya is in a 1v5.
Yeah, I feel like the chemistry for that team had no idea how to like engage fast with a Sim.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as you said, they probably just haven't played it much.
Yeah, that's
And now-
yeah, that's exactly what I got out of it.
No, they just fall over.
The wall, the wall, the wall,
Oh, yeah.
big wall.
What is he doing?
Bro was absolutely hornswoggled from that shit. Like, holy fuck.
Alright, who am I? Where am I?
Oh, we're not using window? Wait, why am I using window? There it is.
I am.
Oh, hell no.
Do I have to stop the VOD? Okay. No, I'm actually really glad Sean didn't window when he did.
Really?
Or didn't window earlier. What's gonna happen if Sean uses window like right now? Like
I mean,
what if he drops the window right here?
That payload gets shredded though. That
Yeah,
payload.
payload 1. While the enemy Reinhardt just sits right here, contests the payload, and waits it out. Well, if he's smart, he'd probably peek and die realistically, but a good team, like, you know, they're not going to. Right, there's nothing to use the window at. They have complete safety on their side of the joke. Now the window comes out. If they want to contest the point, they have to be standing inside the choke. Like, this is such a brutal choke, dude.
And then they can stay in the main wall. Or the Blizzard. Get shit on.
Yippee! Fat grab.
Is there another map you want to do?
I'm just pulling up Cervasa because
Okay. Because I was gonna ask, do you want to do Night Market? Because the only question I had about Night Market was if you liked the sim wall. That's it. That's all I wanted to
yeah,
know.
we can look at the sim wall.
Just at the sim wall, and then you can do Cervasa if you want.
I mean, I could watch
'Cause
more if you want.
I think it was this match. I can't remember if it was a scrim or this match, but I did a wall that I thought was, like, in my opinion, big brain. But I don't know if you would think also. Because if so, I might do it again if the scenario comes back.
Was it the wall that went like this way?
No.
No,
Maybe it was a scrim then.
Yeah,
it
that was
the
in the
one.
scrim.
No, I think it was the one where it was like where I'm standing right now. It was really like right at the door. Like it literally just
Like-
blocked out all the doors and windows.
Like right
from the
here?
objective. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fine wall. I think
Oh,
it is
okay.
in this. I think it is in the match.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because I
think
wanted
so.
to know if that was like good for like if they're like in main, like if they're in like the mid,
Yep.
I would consider doing that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can.
I would say it's situational. There are times in which that's a great wall. There are times in which it's a useless wall. Right?
Yeah,
If you guys have a numbers advantage and you want to be aggressive, that's when you want to go for like maybe a diagonal wall, like maybe this way,
Mhm.
maybe this way. But if you guys are down a player, or like Junker Queen doesn't have shout and Sean has none of his cooldowns, you know, like if you're in a cooldown deficit, you can use the sim wall, and now what are they going to do, right? Ryan wants to push in, he's now completely isolated. Soldier, Cassidy, or, you know, whatever, they get no value. They can't shoot through that wall.
Also, how should I be playing in this situation? Like, I really had no idea how to play this. Like, if I wanted to charge beam,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna just walk in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't really know how to charge my beam in this situation.
I would say two things. One, you guys have objective control. You don't need to be the aggressor. Like, you can just do what Jack's been doing and just like hiding around this wall and just building up objective time. The other thing you can do is you can a little unrelated to your beam, but you can coordinate like with your tank, whatever, and just TP. Like you could coordinate this with your tank, or you could just do a solo TP and just like put a TP back here, fire a shot at the soldier, pressure him, and then instantly teleport back. Right? Like you can use your teleporter. You can use your teleporter threateningly, or you can even use your teleporter as just a fake threat. Like, something you might see a lot of teams in Owl doing is just fake TPs, right? If you put a TP here, and nobody on your team takes it, what the hell is that?
Sim. Maybe.
Maybe. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, if you put a TP here and nobody takes it, what is their team gonna do? Like, the moment they see this TP, they're gonna back off. Maybe they reposition over here. Maybe they shoot the TP. I don't know. There are countless things they could do. But any of those actions result in less focus on your team.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but once you build 2-3 beam, some guy told me that you can honestly just solo TP to their backline and just melt their backline
Yeah.
and just walk.
Yeah, I mean, like you can, like again,
Like, Sim is
you can
super
put this,
powerful right now.
you can put this TP in, and just start shooting the soldier, even if you don't have tier 3 beam. You could build your tier 3 beam by shooting the soldier and catching him off guard. If you do, you stay and you kill him. If you don't, and he starts fighting back and you get low, or you just are missing your shots, whatever, you just instantly TP back. It's just threat. Right now, the only threat you're putting out is like into the Reinhardt or some occasional right clicks that actually nearly kill like 2 different people. But like right now, you have that tier 3 beam. You can put a TP like right here in this corner and just be a menace.
Pull that back in the corner.
Yo, do you guys like Sean's window?
Oh, what? Where?
He wins those. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Bro,
Those-
it's way too hard.
It's a new tech I've been
Dude,
trying to.
Dude, I know damn well Sean in the
If
head
you,
was like, putting the window down the long way. Putting the
Yeah,
window
no,
down
no,
the
no.
long
Don't you guys
way.
know if you shoot down the pixel, it deals 4 times damage.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
Alright.
it's like pinning through a window, right?
Bro, shooting that shit, like, bro, use the force, like, he was about to fucking blow up the Death Star. Like, what the fuck? Right in the middle.
It's okay. It's okay. You guys aren't bad players. You guys don't understand.
I can play that. I'm Tom.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I've seen your bab.
This is something that I kind of commented on it on King's Row, but like you don't really need to spend this much time lining up your sim wall, right? It's not like May wall, right? May wall, it's very easy to mess it up. If you're doing a vertical sim wall, that like putting it straight forward, simply look in the direction you want the wall to go, and then just left click. And if you aren't ready to place it, then don't have your ult out. Like, keep your gun ready. Because, like, you're doing a lot of nothing.
Question.
What?
In a very special case where the Rhine seems to be ahead of the team a lot, and we're still on sim Bastion for economy advantage, is it okay to wall behind the Rhine and split the team from the Rhine, like a May wall?
Yeah. Are you saying
is that viable?
are you saying is
that viable?
Is it viable to use a May wall to isolate a Reinhardt? Is that what you're asking me?
No, is it viable to use a sim wall like a May wall?
Oh, use a sim
Isolate
wall like a May
target.
wall.
Yeah.
Situationally.
Just food for thought, and very very situational on the line.
Very situational. I mean, the obvious downside is that he just holds S and now he's back with his team.
But like, assuming they had like a Lucio Bab, and they used Amp, and we're on ult advantage, and we're on Sim Bastion,
I mean, they
and they're running.
can still, they can still lamp him. He can still just hold shield. Right? He still has tools to survive for like multiple seconds. The power of a May is that the Ryan is 100% on his own with a good May wall for a period. Lamp can you can throw a lamp through the sim wall to save your teammates, stuff like that.
Okay, that was just a very theoretical question.
Yeah. Oh, this is the wall I was looking at. I think the wall was fine. I think you just kind of get a little unlucky. But like, right, how the wall is used, it splits their team in two. If 2 people on this side, 3 on this side. If you guys are playing together, which you're not currently, this is just free, right? You run at their soldier, run at their Cassidy, either way, and you guys get a kill. You get hit by a random headshot, which happens.
It's the pumpkin skin buff. It's the pumpkin skin buff. I'm telling you.
He has a
It's the
little
pumpkin skin
jack-o'-lantern,
buff.
little jack-o'-lantern baseball cap.
I remember in the Kings Row game when Peter recognized that they were on quick play. I didn't realize it was quick play settings, but what I did realize at that moment is I recognized when we spectated their soldier that he had a skin on, and I was like, "Oh, they didn't disable skins for this game, huh?" And while I was thinking that, Peter was like, "Hey guys, this is quick play."
No, I rewatched that because I wanted to see y'all's reaction on how y'all figured that out because like none of us was paying attention, and all I hear is Peter go, "Oh, that's cool and all, but also side note, we're in quick play."
yeah.
Did you watch the first engage on this map? Did you spectate me at the first engage when they first engage on this map? It
What,
was so
the
fucking
kill?
insane.
The kill?
Yeah, no, dude. I've been doing this for like I've been like thinking about this now on my first engages now, and it's kind of predictable when I mention it. I look for TP, and dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Like
smart.
it's so clean.
it
It's
makes a
so
lot of
clean.
sense. I do the exact same thing on Reinhardt sometimes. Actually, you guys want to know the truth? What I do on Reinhardt is I have the same rollout. I do the same rollout every time in a scrim if I'm playing Ryan, right? I pin out of spawn, I get to right here and I throw a fire strike right through this crack, and it will hit anybody that's slow on taking this TP, because you can throw this fire strike before the TP goes out. I don't think their Ryan is good or smart to do it.
I'm gonna head out. I will see you guys later.
Bye
Side
bye.
note, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
buddy.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, if this Ryan pinned, he could have hit a fire strike on that door. And then the other thing is, right, when you come out of this TP, you throw a fire strike. Same concept.
Did you spectate their sim? I want to know how long it took them to TP because they were like hella late. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So how were we
Dude,
faster? Because we like, are we just had the better rollout? I guess.
You're better. That's literally it. You're just mechanically more talented.
I don't know, because I was like right away.
You hold down the button, right?
I mean,
Whenever-
your TP was up before they were anywhere near.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out. Was it because like Leroy just had a better rollout as Lucio or something? Or maybe because they're separated. Is that why? Oh, their sim's out.
Their sim isn't
Sim
getting the
isn't
speed buff.
Their sim that makes so much more
Their
sense.
team.
So we just had the better. So we just had the better, more team.
You had the
rollout.
better W discipline. Your whole
The team diff.
Your whole team walks down this staircase, which is the faster staircase. This
I
is
should
where
be-
you guys
should
have to
I-
go.
Should Sim be like the one leading?
In this exact scenario,
In this
it doesn't
scenario. In this
doesn't really matter too much. The biggest upside of Sim leading is that you can have the easier sightline putting down your TP,
Mhm.
but the Sim and the Bastion on their team do the right rollout, but they're not getting that speed boost anymore, which is why your TP goes up, but they don't have sights on it yet.
Let's see.
That is bad on their part. And then Lucio gets rolled. Also, wait,
I'll
how
get
many
you.
people on their team even took that TP? It just
Wow.
instantly broke.
That's crazy.
Wait, I got 15 ult charge from that.
Yeah,
And all of them were there. Would I have like 20?
probably.
You already have 28.
That's nuts. That's
You
actually
get-
stupid.
No, you probably would have got more than 20.
Damn,
get, like,
their fuck-
Really?
The
you get, like-
entire rollout they did was ass. Holy.
You get like 25 ult charge from hitting their whole team as Reinhardt with a fire strike.
25 plus. Oh shit, really?
Yeah, you and Jack are both around the same.
Yeah,
That actually
like,
made me sick.
again,
I'm
Jack on JQ could probably do the same thing. Like, he could jump from this DP and go for an axe wing. Maybe. It's not as easy as like a grenade or a fire strike, but
Knife maybe? Isolate a target real fast?
yeah, exactly. Same idea. This is where you die. Now we're set up.
What you gonna do? Swing a hammer? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Get me dead as hell.
The biggest thing I've noticed, Jay, just from like in general, um, in these like defense situations, you never use your TP. And this is a problem a lot of people have on a lot of different heroes. Is just like not using a cooldown if you don't see like if you're not thinking about it. Like, how could you use your TP? Are you going to go for a TP engage while you're on defense? Maybe, probably not. Like, you can. It absolutely can and be good. It's just hard, and you have to have good communication for it. Like you could go for a TP onto these people and instantly kill them. That'd be fine. But if you aren't going to do that, you can just use your TP as a movement ability. Right? Like, you can set your TP up from here onto the staircase. Now you just shoot right clicks from an off angle that they aren't expecting. Right? If I'm this soldier and I see a sim fighting me, I'm gonna AD, right? AD strafe. Logical. But if that sim TP and is now over there while I'm AD strafing this direction, my AD strafing now looks like this, and I am standing in a straight line. That's like one of the many reasons why like a sim TP can be so strong, because you can just instantly reposition, and it's so hard to keep track of you. I would stick with this window, especially if you're going to go for right clicks. Stay next to that window. Like, you one-shot people through window. Like, literally a full charge sim rocket will one-shot any of these squishies. No, it's free. Overtime sloppy fight. We take those. All right, I voted this with Sean. That's why I know what this is. All right, what's the difference between your comps?
I feel like we're more quicker. They're more defensive.
They're more defensive. You're more quicker.
Or like enclosed. I don't know.
How so? Let's look at it like 1-to-1. They have Reinhardt. You have Zarya, right? On paper, the Reinhardt has a favorable matchup against a Zarya specifically, just because of the shield can negate so much of what Zarya does. In Rein, the technically correct way to play Rein in scrims is largely just like shield botting. Just W and holding right click, shield your team forward. So like Rein on paper kind of has an advantage over the sim. But Bastion has a sizable advantage over the Reinhardt. The Bastion versus Reinhardt advantage is probably bigger than the sim on their team, right? Sim can reposition, and it can be very powerful if they play with it correctly. But you have a lot of tank pressure. They don't nearly have as much tank pressure, right? Bastion versus sim. Bastion will melt the Ryan. Sim not going to be as easy against a Zarya, because a full charge Sim versus a full charge Zarya, it's a coin flip. A turret Bastion versus a Ryan cries inside. For this first fight, what is the most important thing to recognize? And I'll play it from your perspective to see when you can make the recognition. Right now, there was an audio cue, and it's on your screen glowing in blue. What is the thing that you have to recognize?
The turrets.
The turrets and
The TP.
something. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's what I'm looking for. The TP. Why is the TP important?
Like to know like they can maneuver and like they could be anywhere like behind us or stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Fair enough.
You should just tell me.
They have sim, right? You hear the audio cue, the turrets are going up. That means that they used this teleport to get out of spawn faster. That means they're going to beat you here. They are fully set up to hold this position before you guys can get here, because you guys didn't use this MTP. and realistically you shouldn't use a sim TP in this scenario, right? Because they have like with Bastion May, neither of those players should do the teleport. What you could do, an option, if you're not going to run the sim, you could path out this spawn door. Some teams like to do this and take the fight from this perspective because it plays more into the May and like the you're on flat ground for this engagement versus here you're fighting up into them, which can be hard. I might talk to Arlo, see what he thinks about coming out this way without the sim. But in general, you can hear and you recognize they have a sim. That just needs to be a check mark in your head that they have a positional advantage on us, right? And you guys try to force this fight in a really awkward, like, uphill battle. Right? They don't really have to spend much to survive all of your cooldowns. You do a turret. What have you guys used? Let's see. Jack has no bubbles. He's at full charge, but he has no bubbles. You have nothing. Joe used his wall and didn't get much with it. Because, again, this isn't coordinated with your team. Sean has nothing. Leroy has nothing. He has boop. And they have... Ryan has full shield. May still has her cryo. Sim has everything. Bap has lamp. Lucio has amp. Like, they did not really burn anything. And you guys burned everything and are still losing. And that's not because you guys are bad at the game. It's just because you're at a massively disadvantaged fight. Right? They have a positional advantage in two ways. They have the high ground, and they have control of the choke. When you recognize in this situation that they beat you there, you can just rotate and play mid. First of all, you have a ranged advantage, right? Reinhardt versus Zarya and Sim versus Bastion, right? Bastion has that hit scan threat. You have a good position if you play mid because you can play pokier. And you also, if they take this fight, you're taking the fight on mostly neutral ground. If they drop down the staircase, it's flat versus flat, which is massive. And there's no dominant choke. In fact, if they don't leave white room and you guys can get up to here, now you guys essentially have the choke control because the objective is on your side of the choke. It gets a little more awkward when you're taking the fight out here, but it's much, it's going to be much easier instead of forcing the fight through this choke way. Joseph dies, probably with cryo. Alright, what goes wrong here?
Shout to Pumpkin Boy.
Pumpkin Boy? Oh, the Lucio. Yeah. Did he boop you up? Was that what it was?
He booped me and Joe out of the shadow.
It's so fun. Yeah, you both would have been right on the edge here. That's hilarious. Instead, the Shatter gets no one, and Sean dies to a 1v1. Joseph! Is Joe here still?
No.
Okay. This is a prime example of you should drop your Mei wall, right? I know when we last voted, it was like, yeah, use your Mei wall to counter their Bastion or their Baptiste window, right? Yeah, right. That's good. We're using window and Bastion turret. They don't have Bastion turret. We have a massive advantage in this mirror trade. Our Bastion is shooting for 3 seconds into your wall and not shooting anyone, and that gives their whole team time to hide behind this pillar. Like, let's imagine if this wall isn't here, who Jason sees. We have... Because, yeah, we have the outline benefit. Baptiste, first of all, would be falling over. He would instantly be dead. Mei would be nearly dead. The Reinhardt is going for a fire strike now and would fall over before the fire strike even gets out. And these people are also exposed to the Bastion. All of these people could instantly die if this Mei wall wasn't here. Like, look at how fast the sim disappeared. Wait, did I see that right? That's really funny. It almost looks intentional. This is big. So I asked Derek for the next scrim, like the one tonight, to see if the scrim that the team we're playing is okay with staggering, because what you guys do right here is really, really bad. It's not like throwing bad, but it's not capitalizing on a massive potential advantage. Like, this Mei can be staggered for so long. Joe is gonna have a Mei wall. He can put a Mei wall in this choke, and you guys can just stare at this Mei. You guys instead kill her ridiculously fast. And she just gets to respawn with her team.
Not gonna lie, I keep calling for staggers, and then I realize they're too late, or they're really bad. Like the first fight that we won, I believe.
This Blizzard was really bad. This Blizzard is really, really bad. The use of Blizzard is amazing. I love going for this Blizzard. The going for this play is great. I just have no idea why you throw it where you throw it. Place the Blizzard like right here. You place it here. Anyone up here is getting frozen. Anywhere in this space is frozen. Anywhere trying to run at your team is getting frozen. And people at the choker are getting frozen. Where you end up throwing it, right here, gives so much time for their team to get out of it. Like, if you just throw it right here, they're all frozen. Every single one of them. Half of your Blizzard gets no value. Like, no one is over here. Alright, what's Cranky up to during this? Fair enough. And then miraculously Joe survives. Fair enough. Alright, I gotta get ready for work. I think you guys... Oh, do you not win this fight?
Oh, we do. I think we do.
No.
Oh, no, never mind.
Oh, this is where Sean staggers. SMH Sean. Oh, you guys probably just come in with like a shit ton of ults and win. I have such mixed feelings about this. Because on one hand, like, going for the artillery is fight winning. On the other, you're so freaking exposed.
Assert dominance.
Pure confidence. Alright, nobody touches. Nobody touches. Easy. Alright, I gotta get ready for work.
Alright.
Oh.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, TTYL.